walk us through, because you're the first husband-wife team that we've talked to up to this point. And you inevitably, like a big part of starting a company is running into ambiguity and uncertainty, which necessarily means when you both care about the outcomes, you're also not very likely to arrive at the same conclusion about what needs to happen next. So what does that look like in your household? Like, is this like, do you like all step in the ring and like put on the gloves, or like what does that look like?
I think for us, it does have to come with the caveat of, or the disclaimer of, we have always worked together through our entire relationship. So we've always had that dynamic. So I think it is a lot easier for us. We obviously have the trials of what happens when we do disagree. And I think the key there is you do have to ultimately have a hierarchy of, when you disagree, someone has to be able to put an end to it and say, I have the ability to overrule here, even acknowledging everything that you put forth. So we have that. And I think also it's just about, for us, not having the wife factor or the husband factor in the discussion. We've had discussions where I've said, look, I need you to just say what you need to say to me without thinking this is my wife. Yeah. I need you to just say it like you would say to any CEO who's working for you for the business that you own. I need you to communicate it that directly, because that's the only way I'm going to get the message.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd say for me, echo all of that. And I think personal and business relationships are actually a lot more similar than you might give them credit for, because it's all about this achieving some level of mutual respect and talking through issues. And so, we obviously have a lot of agreement in our personal and business lives anyway. And so we don't normally just think we should go in completely different directions. Now, there may be little decisions along that we Sure. disagree with. And so, that's where we'll talk it through. And most of the time we come to the same conclusion. Every once in a while we don't. And then that's where, like someone has to say, no, look, this is my area that I've been, I get to make all the decisions on. We're doing this. Let's go forward. Yeah. And, ultimately, because a lot of these business decisions, you just don't know. I mean, it's the uncertainty. If we spend $50,000 to go to this marketing event, is that going to be worthwhile or not? It's just a complete guess.
Yeah. So do you prefer to giving business advice or marriage advice?
I prefer business advice.
I prefer business advice.
That's great. When you told your friends or whoever your key stakeholders, like as people, that you were going to start this company 2.0, what was the reaction?
Actually, wait, before that, What was the reaction when at work you guys started dating? Like, was there ever an issue there?
No, I think because, again, my role was basically a department of one person. So there weren't issues related to hierarchy, and my role effectively was reporting directly into him already. So I think the nature of my role and the fact that, I didn't have peers who did my same job who thought that I was going to be getting special treatment because I was with Nathan. My job was totally singular and totally an island. So I think people weren't necessarily all that surprised given how much time we spent together because of my role. And to my knowledge, no one really had any kind of negative reaction to it.
Yeah. Okay. So now Mark's question, which is, you guys start your second company. How do people react? How do your friends react?
Well, I think mostly just, like I said, all my friends expected me to be a serial entrepreneur. So it was more just, yeah, we're right. And you were wrong by saying you were going to start another company. It was actually there was no huge event to it. They're just like, yeah, you're starting another company. Okay, go for it.
Yeah.